This is a deliberate plot to destabilize the Biafra land and to give Fulanis a state in the southeast region. Have you heard it? What they have been deliberating on the floor of the Senate and House of Rep? Have you heard about that? That they are deliberating to create 30 or 31 more states. And I ask, where are all these states going to come in from? As if that one is not enough. Then, let's say in the spirit of equity and justice and fairness, what Ohaneze Ndi Beribe is agitating is to give them two more states. So, if they give you 2 more states out of 31, then 29 states go to where? That is the question. 29 states go to where? This one is a deliberate plot by the so-called Ohaneze Ndi Nzuzu to destabilize the Biafra struggle and also to become a sabotage on what the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa and every other Biafran hero that have been working for all these years. That their plans have been exposed. And people like us will not sit on the internet and close our mouth while this infamy is going on in our territory. We don't want states. What we want is a supervised referendum by the so-called idiotic United Nations. That is what we want. And I'm calling them out to do the needful before the wrath of the gods of Biafra land will swoop in on them, and they will not find it funny when it starts. Why we want two new southern states? Ohaneze begs Tinubu. You see? Beg. This new Ohaneze, whatever they call it, Ohaneze Ndi Beribe, President General by name Azo Tambatabi, what do they call him? All of them, every time they keep begging. The Northerners will go on the floor of the Senate or the House of Reps. They will talk with authority. But the so-called our own lawmakers, who have been sold long time ago, will be at that same floor of the parliament and they are begging. They will beg, even to their own right, they will beg. That is why you see them now begin to beg Tinubu to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was at the floor of the court, giving them woto. To the extent that they begin to off light. In fact, if they have a kind of remote to off Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yesterday, I swear to God they would have off Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Nnamdi Kanu have finished them. Nnamdi Kanu have opened the eyes of the international community that look at why they are holding me. Look at why they have gone past the law that is guiding them to assign the same case, whereby Injustice Binta Yako Motala have already come out and said she recused herself from the case, that she can no more handle the case. They still assign that case back to her. To tell you what these people are doing, they want to nail that woman on the cross with her son and husband that are facing criminal charges. Sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to death, or we will sentence your husband and your daughter, and your son to death. That is the hook on the neck of justice, injustice, Binta Iyako. But we will see how we play out. As you can see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yesterday, he was as calm as everything. He was even looking more fresher than when he was outside. Hardship, many don't attend church, many don't give offerings. Anglican bishop, you see, that is their main concern. For people to come to church and give offerings. They don't even care how those people make that money. Now, hardship have thrown everywhere. Instead of them to call for 1 million march, he is out there on social media ranting. The bishop, Ndara. Whereabout unknown as police deny arresting Ohaneze Youth Council president. Governor of Ebonyi State have sent his henchman to kidnap this guy, and I'm not sure this guy will make it to back alive. I am not sure. So every hand should be pointing at Francis Nwifuru, David Umahi, and the Fulanis in Ebonyi State. They are the one that kidnapped Igboayaka. Governor plans mass wedding for 600 persons in Kebbi. This is how their population multiplies. 600 weddings. The other day was how many in Kano? About 100, about 200, about 300 in Kano. People, you cannot give money for them to go and do business and be useful to themselves, but rather you are forcing them into marriage. When they born kids, they will fool all the streets selling nonsense. I live in the north. They don't born kids to go to school. No, they born to just send them on the street. You in the north, you will see a 5-year, 6-year-old girl hawking on the street. This is how they manufacture them. Tomorrow they'll tell you we are more in population. No, you are not more in population, but you are more in poverty. Police open up on return of dreaded Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS. Anyway, my people, I beg you, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. Like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. Headline: Ohaneze Ndi Beribe is now Tinubu says touch in using them the way they like. The Ohaneze Ndi Fulani, the Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization, has called on Bola Ahmed Tinubu to demonstrate the political will and courage needed to address the historical imbalance in state creation across Nigeria. The factional Deputy President General of Ohaneze Ndi Mazo Okechukwu Isiguzoro made this demand in a statement issued on Sunday in Abakaliki titled A Call for Equity, proposed 31 states must acknowledge the southern needs. Where are these 31 states going to come from? From the north as well. No other place. North and west. He emphasized the need to increase the number of states in the south to 19, bringing them to parity with the north, which currently has 19 states. Ohaneze urged the president and the House of Rep members to focus on creating 2 states, one for the southeast and another for the south-south, to end what they describe as systematic intimidation against the aspirations of the southern populace. In the statement, Ohaneze Ndi rejected the recent House of Representatives proposal to create 31 new states, describing it as an exercise in futility and lacking credibility. This proposal is an exercise in futility characterized by a blatant lack of credibility and a fundamental misunderstanding of the criteria essential for the establishment of viable political entities, the statement read. The group commended the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Nkalo, for dismissing the proposal, arguing that such an excessive number of states would undermine the credibility of the legislative processes. Ohaneze reaffirmed that any conversation about state creation should prioritize the southern region, which has historically been underrepresented. The northern region, currently endowed with 19 states, a configuration established by past military regimes, benefit from an unfair numerical advantage that has led to systematic inequities, the statement continued. Ohaneze called on Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take bold steps in creating these imbalances by creating 2 additional southern states. The group proposed that the first new state will be in the southeast, which currently has only 5 states, compared to 7 states in the northwest, adding that the second new state should be allocated to either the southwest or the south-south, ensuring fair political representation. This strategic adjustment is not merely a numeric correction, it represents a critical step toward addressing the long-standing grievances of the southern populace and fostering a more equitable distribution of power across the federation, Ohaneze Ndi stated. The organization urged Bola Ahmed Tinubu to act decisively in correcting this imbalance, arguing that the creation of 2 additional southern states is not just a policy issue, but a clarion call for justice, equity, and national unity. By fostering this equity, President Tinubu will not only be advancing the cause of justice for the southern regions, but also dismantling the historical, political, and economic dominance that has marginalized our people for far too long, the statement concluded. Hardship. Many don't go to church, many don't pay tithe, and many don't pay offerings. That is your Catholic bishop. The Archbishop of Ibadan Province Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion Williams Aladu Kebu has said many Christians do not attend churches again, and among many who come, many do not give offerings. Nigeria News report that Archbishop Aladu Kebu, who blamed the government's economic policies for the hardship citizens face, said this while he spoke at the first Distinguished Alumni Lecture of the Department of Religious Studies, Faculty of Arts, University of Ibadan, in Ibadan. Speaking on the topic, the faith once delivered to the saints in the context of contemporary social-economic challenges, held at the Otumba Sobumi Balogun Conference Center, UI. He noted that Christians are under economic pressure at the moment. The present economic hardship resulting from the removal of fuel subsidy is also having its effect on Christians in Nigeria, as many families could no longer attend church services. Some of those who manage to attend church services have no money for offerings and other contributions in the church. It must be noted that Christians nationwide, along with the adherents of other faiths, are under economic pressure. This situation has forced a cleric to call on President Tinubu during the burial of Rotimi Akeredolu, the late governor of Ondo State, by saying, "You said it is your turn. Now save Nigerians from hunger," he said. The Bishop of Ibadan, North Anglican Diocese, decried how the government over the years implemented bad economic policies, stating that nothing has changed. Bishop Akeduba or Aladuba stated that Nigerians are suffering and frustrated as a result of the economic hardship imposed by government policies. In Nigeria in the past, people had demonstrated against unfriendly policy bringing bad economy. It is not different today, as groups of people have demonstrated from time to time to show their annoyance at the present economic policy of the government. Till now, people are not taken to the streets to demonstrate. Perhaps the government will change our policy. This time around, the series of demonstrations have failed as high costs of all things in the market persist. Nigerians call on Bola Ahmed Tinubu to end hunger and hardship. Groups, associations, clubs, traditional rulers, clerics, and the general populace have been groaning under the economic policy of the present regime. There is no point hiding the fact that Nigeria are frustrated, hungry. In conclusion, the clergy and the ministers of God have more to do at a time like this to save people from depression, loss of hope, and probably from suicide. Lectures, sermons, and teachings should be intensified to keep the faith of the Christians alive so that they can triumph over this period, which is believed will be for a short period. He added, what is short period? You religious leaders should stop giving people fake hope. These are fake hope. They are going to pray lectures and triumph. This one is not God-made problem. It is a man-made problem, and it's only man that can always also salvage it. And you are saying they need to do this instead and they not commit suicide. Ndara. Tell the government and or use your churches or your voice to organize a 1 million march. Go on the street and let the government know what is happening. That is how the people who brought this Christianity are doing in their own countries. But on our own, you people have lived principles and living on mere faith and never existed anywhere. Whereabouts is unknown as police deny arresting Ohaneze youth president. The Imo State Police Command has denied any involvement in the disappearance of Igbo Ayaka, the president of the Ohaneze Youth Council, OYC, who was reported missing on Saturday night at around 7 p.m. Families have disclosed to Daily Post that unidentified gunmen, reportedly dressed in a black attire and numbered up to 7, arrived in a Sienna and a Lexus SUV before storming Igbo Ayaka's residence at Works Layout, Owerri, where they allegedly abducted him. Effort by family members, OYC members, and associates to reach him via his mobile phones have been unsuccessful, as all his lines were switched off immediately after the incident. The Imo State Police Command, through its spokesperson DSP Henry Okoye, has denied any knowledge of Igbo Ayaka's whereabouts, stating that he is not in police custody. However, Okoye confirmed that the police have launched an investigation into the incident and are making efforts to determine his location. He further urged the public to provide any useful information that could assist in identifying those behind the abduction. Government plans mass wedding for 600 persons in Kebbi State. In fact, government plans for mass poverty for 600 persons in Kebbi State. Governor Nasir Idris, government of Kebbi, has completed arrangement to sponsor a mass wedding event for 600 participants, consisting of 360 grooms and 300 grooms and 300 brides, with government providing a dowry of 180,000 naira for each couple. During a press conference in Brenin, Kebbi on Sunday, the chairman of the mass wedding committee, Suleiman Arugungu, announced that screening committees have been established to verify that all choosing couples fulfill the necessary criteria. Arugungu explained that screening will involve premarital health assessment and an evaluation of the groom's employment or trade status to ensure he is capable of supporting his spouse. Additionally, he noted that the initiative is aimed at assisting orphans, widows, and individuals with special needs, regardless of their tribal or religious affiliations. Meanwhile, Federal Capital Territory Magistrate Court has granted bail to a former Minister of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, Kabiru Tanimu Turaki, SAN, in the sum of 1 million naira following his arraignment on allegations of forced marriage, adultery, and criminal intimidation. Turaki was arraigned on Thursday and pleaded not guilty when the first information report was read out in court. According to the prosecutor, Chijo Kokore, the ex-minister was charged under Section 387 and 389 of the Penal Code, which criminalizes deceitful marriage, adultery, and intimidations. Last but not the least, police open up on the return of the dreaded Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS. Nigerian Police Force NPF has dismissed reports about the return of the infamous Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, stressing that the squad remains dissolved. My people, any time you see this kind of rumor, there's an atom of truth in it. And anytime you see them, they are struggling to debunk it, my brother. They have completed it. There is SARS. Even as I'm talking to you now, there is still SARS. This was made known in a statement titled Disclaimer, SARS remains dissolved. First Public Relations Officer to Nigeria News on Monday morning, cited by First PRO ACP Muyiwa Adejobi the Mumu Idiot. He described the reports of the return of the notorious group as rumors and misinformation. According to the police spokesperson, the squad, which was disbanded on the 11th of October 2020, remains dissolved. Muyiwa urged Nigerians to verify the source of any information before accepting it as true. He wrote to the Nigerian Police Force wishes to debunk circulating rumors and misinformation speculating the return of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad, with a reformed set of rules. The Special Anti-Robbery Squad, which was disbanded on the 11th of October 2020, remains dissolved. The Special Anti-Robbery Squad is not back in operation. The recent information regarding SARS reformation and rules of engagement should be treated with caution. Nigerians are encouraged to verify the source of any information before accepting it as true. To ensure receiving accurate and reliable updates, citizens are advised to follow the official handles of the Nigerian Police Force on social media via @PoliceNG on X, @PoliceNG on Facebook, and at Nigeria Police Force on Instagram. Your safety and awareness are paramount. Stay informed and also stay vigilant. According to Mumu Olumuyiwa Adejobi, the idiot that is in police uniform. Anyway, my people, now hear me go take a break. When I go home, once again when I come back, just like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. When I go hear my voice again when I come back, because I'm cooking something, and that thing I'm cooking, hey, my one when I go hear something. When I say when I go hear something, it means something more profitable is coming your way. Just stay tuned there, and I'll be right back. My wonderful people.